What were you guys thinking when you saw the news start coming out?
Well, I had heard that I had heard rumors of that, and I just couldn't believe it at first. Well, there's like so many things that come to mind, right? It's like, wow, Rob Gronkowski retired last year. He was crying on TV, and he was talking about how much football hurt him, and how much his body was deteriorating mentally and physically,
Yeah.
and how much the game hurt him. And when he retired, I was really happy for him. He retired right after winning his third Super Bowl. Um, so it was good. I was like, that's good. Get out the game now before you get hurt even more. I thought it was great for him. And then hearing that he went to the Bucks, I was like, what's going on here? Like, did he want to retire, or did he not want to play with for Bill Belichick anymore? You know what I mean? So all those thoughts is coming into my head, and now I'm thinking, now he's back and he's gonna play for the Bucks. Is he gonna be healthy? Like, is he healthy enough to play? Like, spending 1 year away from the game and not playing, that takes a lot of out of your body, and a lot. It gives your body time to heal, but you're not used to the speed of the game anymore for like a whole year. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I'm is he thinking right? Like, coming back after 1 year, and also you had like, I don't know, 5, 6 injuries, 3 back surgeries, knee surgeries, like arm surgeries. Like, are you sure that's what you want to do? So that was another thought that came to head. Another thought was, wow, Brady might win ring 7. Like, yo, if he comes back
Hmm.
and he is where he was, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago. Even if he was the what he was the last year with the Patriots, I think that will give Brady a shot at the Super Bowl. Like, especially being in the red zone. I don't think they're gonna use him a lot like they used him when he was younger. I think he might be like a third down situational kind of player, an end zone situational kind of player, and I think that'll work for him. If he's not playing like 16 games, all the snaps, he's just playing like a certain amount of snaps. I think that can work for him. Um, and then the last thought was, yo, fuck this guy. Why? Why did he leave? As a Patriots fan, I'm like, why did you decide to leave, or why did you decide to retire so early if you wanted to play? Like, what's the like, you feel some kind of betrayed, like both him and Brady pairing up and moving on to like the Bucks, one of the worst team in the NFL. You feel kind of betrayed, but at the same time, I feel happy that Brady might win his 7th Super Bowl, but I feel betrayed. So it's bittersweet, to be honest.
Okay, okay. Now I'm very curious to what Barry was thinking, because I know Barry's a big time football guy. So what was you thinking?
I was thinking, as a football fan, I was excited about the return of Rob Gronkowski and him being back in the league and back with Tom Brady and playing football again. It was definitely a bit surprising when I first did hear the news, because when he was talking last offseason when he was announcing his retirement, it sounded like he was done with football. He was
Right.
emotional.
Mhm.
It really took a beating on him from a mental and physical standpoint, and it really, uh, it seemed to like suck the life out of him. So it was definitely, when I heard that there was chances of him coming back, I was a bit surprised. I thought he was done with football and had moved on to another chapter in his life where he was focusing on doing other things. But the WWE that he was just recently in,
I didn't know he was actually a champion in WWE.
yeah, he was a
Everybody
24/7
can be a
champion.
champion. Like,
Right.
If you got a name, you're gonna be a champion.
I hate wrestling because it's fake. It's like predetermined, so I hate it. Like why Rob Gronkowski champion? He just got in. Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I think that stuff's funny. You know, it's the same situation with Ronda Rousey, but now she's like, I think she wants out or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think she's
talking about, she doesn't want to act for the fake fans. I'm like, yeah, you're trash anyway, bro. Like, you got beat up and ran away. Like,
right.
Anyway, but, you know, not to take away from what you were saying.
So, yeah, no worries. So, when I first had heard the news, I was like, whoa, like, the Bucs are about to be a problem next year. Because now they've got Mike Evans on the outside, they got Chris Goodwin on the outside, they got O.J. Howard at tight end, they had Cameron Brake at tight end, the other secondary tight end, and now you add Gronk to all those guys. Like, that's one hell of an offense right there, a dangerous and lethal, offense for, Tom Brady to have at his disposal for this coming season. So it's definitely an exciting thing if you're a Bucs fan or if you're, a football fan that enjoys, watching good football and, watching the best players play. So from that standpoint, I was happy that he went to join Tom Brady again because those two guys worked so well with each other, as we saw in the 9 years that Gronk was here and the 3 Super Bowls that he won, and the great things that he did for us as a New England Patriot. But, as a Patriots fan, I was definitely hurt by it. It was, unfortunate to see, him not end his career, on that Super Bowl or winning, catch that he had right after. And that game back set up for Tony Michel. Touchdown, right. That was his last reception. That was really his last play as a Patriots, his last big play. And so, as a Patriots fan, you would have, liked to see him end his career on that note as, 3-time Super Bowl champion and going out on top and, and going out as, one of the best tight ends that has played this game, arguably the best. So it kind of seems to like, damn, did he really give up on us and just not want to be with us last year? Because we would have definitely been able to use him last year because we were lacking weapons and lacking playmakers to be able to make plays for Tom Brady. No one really stepped up outside of Edelman. So from that standpoint, you feel a sense of a little betrayal and a little damn, this dude just didn't really want to play for Belichick and just got tired of playing, for the Pats. But and all in all, overall, I like the trade for the Bucs. I like him going to Tampa to play with Tom Brady, and I hope he has something left. It'll take certainly a little while for him to get back into football shape and get his body ready to be able to play in the league again. If he'll be able to catch up to game speed and taking those hits from those linebackers and safeties that he was taking, but I think that he'll be able to do that because they won't use him as much if due to the other weapons and other guys that they have to go to. So he'll be used more sort of like Vlad said in the red zone and in third down situations and passing situations. So he'll be a good security blanket for Brady like he was in New England. So I think it'll definitely work out for him in Tampa, and I'm looking forward to seeing that all unfold when next season starts.
Yeah, man. I think I had a lot of feelings. You know, I think I shared the feelings, you know, feeling of betrayal and stuff like that. I mean, I think when I heard the news, first I started hearing about, oh, Rob Gronkowski, you know, was thinking about coming back. You know, you started hearing, because I think the day before that, somebody asked him, is he going to be a Buck? And he's like, look, I'm good on what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. And then the whole tweet, I think you probably sent me the tweet about, you know, him thinking about coming back to the league.
Mm-hmm.
You sent me like an update or something like that, and I went to look it up, and it said that he was talking to the Pats about unretiring, but he wanted to play for the Bucks. You know, and I'm like, all right, man. You know, I didn't really believe it at first, but then, dude, like, I don't know how much longer after that the deal was done. It's like the fastest deal I've ever seen in the freaking NFL. You know, I'm like what? You know, in one sense, I'm glad the Patriots at least got something out of it, right? We got a 4th rounder out of it, which I think we traded to the Jets or something like that in the draft. That's something we'll talk about later. But at least we got something out of it. We got a 4th rounder. Me as a person that's a Patriots fan, I'm like, this dude doesn't have anything left. Like, we've seen him, you know, in the last games that he played for us. He was kind of like, I don't know, man. He wasn't looking too healthy. You know, he did make those catches in the Super Bowl, but we've seen what Gronk really looks like. You know, so we all felt like, you know, Gronk could actually retire, and we were all okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, hey, man, you took a lot of beating. You got a lot of injuries. You were deep in the Super Bowl. You know, for God's sake, right?
Right.
So you've earned everything you got, and damn near the best tight end in NFL history, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you guys were talking about, seeing him talk about how football started to hurt him, how after the Super Bowl he had like his thigh drained or something like that. It was like buckets of blood and stuff like that. I was like, damn, bro, I feel bad for this dude. You know, I'm like, if smoking weed or whatever he's doing is what's helping him, yo, let this dude, you know, smoke his weed, bro.
Right.
Yo, that's what you want to do, bro.
Do your thing, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking, you know. But then, okay, he comes back, and then I really think about, like, as an objective person, like, yo, Rob Gronkowski, he's only like 30 years old. He's not an old guy, right? He just got a year off, right? So now his body's fresh. He lost weight, so, you know.
He's going to have to put that back on.
Yeah, he's going to have to put it back on, but, like, losing the weight kind of, like, helps you because you're not carrying all that weight, you know, throughout the year. So you lose all that weight, you're not really going hard all the time and stuff like that. So your body has time to recuperate. You know, I don't think it's unfair to say, like, he could go back to being like a real dominant force in the league. You know, the objective fan in me is like, yo, this team's about to kick some ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't kid yourself, okay? Like, if you think, oh, yeah, Rob Gronkowski don't have anything left. Brady has a security blanket now, on top of having those weapons he inherited in Tampa Bay. So it's about to be a problem regardless. Okay, it was a problem without Rob Gronkowski. Now it's like a sure thing because it's like, yo, you've never seen Brady play better without another player. Like, there was a noticeable difference in Brady's play. Gronkowski's not on the field. When he's on the field, he's a completely different quarterback.
Absolutely.
And now he has that in a new place with weapons, with actual ability. So now, it's like, I think you kid yourself if you think like, yo, the Bucks are gonna go 7 and whatever, you know, 7 and 9. I'm like, bro, you're out of your fucking mind, man. Like, if you really think, like, you'd have to be the dumbest coach if you couldn't take that team with Tom Brady leading it to at least, you know, division lead or whatever, right? Conference title or whatever, right? You know, regardless of being in the same conference with like the New Orleans Saints, I actually think their window is closed because, like, man, everybody was at their peak and you know, it still wasn't enough for them to make it to where they wanted to go. So, you know, I do feel, hey man, the Bucks might be it for the next 2 years, you know, because I don't know if Brady's gonna play past 45. I don't know, right? I mean, the guy has defied us already, so we'll see if he goes past 45.
You never know.
Right.
You know, at the same time, I'm like, yo, it's only a matter of time. You know, I feel like the other teams felt before Tom Brady decided to leave us, like it's only a matter of time. He's gonna go and we're gonna have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's crazy though. At 43, we're still talking about Tom Brady when Patrick Mahomes just won the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl MVP. I think that's
crazy.
That's crazy. Like, if you're not thinking about it like that, like.
No, it's a testament to Brady and his legacy and how hard he works and what he wants to prove in the league.
Oh, dude, I was saying this week I was having an argument on Facebook because I still do that from time to time. I think I was on like the score or something, and they posted something about Brady. I forgot what it really was, and I think like I said to them like, please don't post those who's the best quarterback ever post ever again, because like clearly it's the guy that people are unretiring to go play for. I'm like the argument is like over. Like you know, I thought it was over before. Now it's like
it's over.
And then if he wins another ring, dude. If he wins another ring, dude. Like nobody's ever gonna touch that ever. I don't care if you're Patrick Mahomes. If you think like last year, their season worked perfectly at the end of the year for them to get where they were at. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They were about to go on the road and then boom, Patriots lose to Miami, and then they have home court advantage throughout. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like you guys, everything worked out for you guys, okay? You know, so I'm like, we'll see next year what happens. You know, but like Barry was saying, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Rob Gronkowski does. I'm still a fan. I'm still a fan of Tom Brady, even though I unfollowed him on Instagram. I don't even care.
Why?
Loyalty, everything. What? Loyalty. All right.
Loyalty? Are you kidding me?
Every other post is like about the Bucks. I can't. I'm like,
are you kidding?
I love Tom Brady too much. Like, listen. I moved on. Let me ask you. Do you still follow your girlfriend after you break up? Hell no. So like,
it depends. Yeah, but
you got to
let me tell you, she did not give me 6 championships.
Exactly. Right.
I don't know. I think it's just me. I'm just like particular with this stuff. I'm like, I can't deal with this, yo. And then, you know, he did the whole thing with Gronk. He's like, woo! He's like, I'm like, yo, unfollow. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. Bro, and then Gronk posted some shit about, oh yeah, I love the Patriots Nation, but now I'm a Buck. Now I'm like, unfollow. Listen though, I unfollowed them on my personal pages. I didn't unfollow them on ProFan Sports, you know, ProFans_sports on Instagram. If you want to follow us there. I didn't unfollow them. I did not unfollow them there, but I followed them on my personal account.
John is a salty ex-girlfriend.
Yo, I'm
That's crazy. Yo, you're a salty ex-girlfriend, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna admit it right now. I'm mad salty, bro. I'm like, I know that, bro.
You don't take breakups very well.
Yo, so you left us, right? And then you convinced like the chick I was talking to like come with you, bro. Like, yo. Yo, what is going on, bro? I thought we was cool, bro. You know, listen. If I'm salty, right, then I guess Julian Edelman is salty too because he unfollowed.
Oh, Julian Edelman should be. Let me tell you though. Julian Edelman should be on suicide watch.
Oh Lord.
For real though.
Oh boy.
That's a whole totally different story. But let me add a couple of things though. to add to Brady's legacy. So the only quarterback that ever left another team and went to another team and won the championship was Peyton Manning. And he only won 2 Super Bowls, right? So if Brady leaves after winning 6 Super Bowls with the Patriots and he goes to the Bucs and win the 7th, but there's nobody ever doing that ever again. You know what I mean? Not in our lifetime, for sure.
There's nobody that's doing what he has now already.
Exactly.
And you went to 9 of them suckers, yo.
Right.
Like I think he went to like 30%. I'm wrong. I'm definitely wrong because like I don't know the number in my head, but I know there's a stat that's like, yo, he's gone to like 30% of the Super Bowls that's ever been played, like 9 Super Bowls, right?
If you think about it, right? So there's been 50 Super Bowls, 54 Super Bowls. 54 divided by 9, that's 6. So that's about it's not 30, but it's like almost 10%. It's almost 10% of the Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Bro, it's ridiculous, yo. Like
it's more than 10% of the Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Right.
You're never going to duplicate that.
No, never.
It's like I hate the argument. So like every now and then I'll jump on the internet and definitely argue back. Like, dude, somebody told me, yo, Peyton Manning is the GOAT over Tom Brady. Yo, like
what?
Bro, like he orchestrated, like he was audibling. I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. Like literally everybody says Tom Brady. I'm like, people are retiring. This guy, what's his name? Percy Harvin talking about I had a dream I played with Tom Brady. I'm en route to unretiring. I'm like, the guy's 43. People are unretiring or thinking about unretiring to play with a 43-year-old quarterback. Let that sink in, bro. Okay.
I know. So
that is crazy.
So I just did the calculation. He went to 17% of the Super Bowl. 17%.
Wow. Almost 20%. Wow.
That's unbelievable. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was I do think I wanted to talk about the Rob Gronkowski trade and what the Patriots got for it. And I saw a lot of people saying that the Patriots should have waited, or they should have kept Rob Gronkowski retired. They shouldn't have traded him. And I disagree. I think it's basically like found money. You didn't have the money, and then all of a sudden it appeared to you, right? So like if they didn't trade him to the Bucs, he wouldn't have gone to any other team, and they wouldn't have gotten a 4th round pick. So I think what the Patriots got for that trade is the only thing they would have gotten, because no other team would have wanted Rob Gronkowski. So I actually think the Patriots got something good out of the trade.
Well, also we can't like afford him on our team this year. Like,
I mean, he wouldn't have played for us. Even
we have no cap space.
Well, as a retired player, he wouldn't have cost us anything. But if he become active, he wouldn't have played anyways.
Right. There was no way Rob Gronkowski was gonna play.
No.
Right. So if I'm Bill Belichick, I do exactly the same thing, because like you want to minimize distraction, which we know like he don't want no distraction. You have a brand new team. Okay, we don't want Rob Gronkowski weighing over the whole situation all year, right? Get rid of this dude. Okay, he already retired. To me, that's the other thing. That's why I feel betrayed. It feels like Tom Brady told Rob Gronkowski, yo, we're going to play together again. I'm going to leave the Patriots. And wherever I go, you're coming back.
So Rob Gronkowski did an interview. Rob Gronkowski did an interview after the trade. He said he did talk to Brady about coming back. And he said no matter where Tom Brady went, if it's a good situation, he would have went there. And he also mentioned even if he came back with the Patriots, he would have thought about playing with the Patriots. I don't buy it. I don't think that's true. I think if he did come back with the Patriots, he wouldn't have played. But he said it just to make us feel good. I think he did want to play with Tom Brady again wherever Tom Brady was gonna play.
Amen. So wait a minute, guys. Sorry to cut you off, John. Just wanted to ask y'all something real quick going on what you guys just said. So you guys don't think there would have been a chance of Gronk coming back if Tom Brady did decide to resign with the Patriots and come and was still here?
I don't think so.
That's where we disagree. I think he would have came back here.
Nah.
I think if he was gonna come back and Tom Brady stayed here, he would have came back here. It's like, I don't know. That's just my gut feeling on it, you know. But like, I just think that wherever Brady was, like you said, he was gonna play with Tom Brady. There would be no choice. You want to come back again? The dude is like 30 years old, man. Like, you know, a lot of people talk about him like he's, you know, 45. I don't know, man.
I mean, his body might be 45.
Yo, for real, for real.
That's what I'm saying. So I completely disagree. I don't think he would have come back. I think he said that. He's saying that because he doesn't want to feel as he doesn't want to make you feel as though he's betraying the Patriots fans. But I don't think he would have came back. I think if Brady was to sign with the Patriots, I think he would have just stayed retired. I just don't think he wanted to play for the Patriots anymore. I don't think he wanted to play for especially Bill Belichick. I think he just got fed up with Bill and he did not want to play here at all. I think him saying that was just him making up, just saying that just to say it.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a fair point that you bring up, Vlad. I think that I heard someone make this point on Twitter this week saying that Gronk didn't retire from the NFL. He just retired from Bill Belichick. Which I think is a pretty good and accurate point to say the least. I think that, you know, when we knew that Rob Gronkowski retired at the age of 29 last year, we, you know, all knew that there was a good chance of him coming back to play, even if he did take a year off or some time off away from the game, just because he was still relatively young. He's 30 years old, about to be 31 next month, so he's still relatively in his athletic prime. So, but even though the injuries say, you know, otherwise, he still has, I think, a few good years left. I could still easily see him have a good 3 years, you know, of good production where he puts up some good numbers and you know, makes plays and can even possibly get close to being, you know, the old Gronk, you know, if all goes well in Tampa with the Bucs. So yeah, I also think that if Tom Brady was here, that he probably would have come back, or at least would have definitely considered, you know, taken that in a good consideration. He would have thought twice and long and hard about making the decision to come back to the Pats, regardless of his feelings about Bill Belichick, because, you know, his loyalty, as he said, is Tom Brady. He said that's the only quarterback that he ever wants to play for. He doesn't want to play for another quarterback other than Tom Brady. He even 2 years ago told the Detroit Lions when they tried to make a trade,
he was traded.
They said, but the Detroit had called him up and said, we're about to make a trade for you. And Gronk was like, no, I'm not going over there. I'm retired. I'm not playing anymore. And I'm done with football. So, and then pretty much when he said that pretty ended all the trade talks and the negotiations right then and there. So, you know, that pretty much goes to show that the only, you know, team and only place he was going to go to was wherever Tom Brady was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and even Brady had told teams that before he decided to go to the Bucs that wherever I'm going, Gronk's coming with me.
Yeah.
Since they already had those, you know, prior discussions a couple months ago of, you know, Gronk possibly coming back and I'm retiring and playing with him again.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yo, if not anything, I love their relationship, like Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady, because it's like yo, that's my dog. Wherever I go, I'm gonna take my boy with me. So it's like,
right, it's right
you know,
hand
it's
man.
like, you know, a dude, it's like, yo, that's pretty dope. That their relationship is that tight that, listen, I'm gonna unretire to come back and play with you. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so shout out to them. You know, regardless of us being Patriots fans, we still root for them. You know, we hope them the best, and you know, hope go Patriots, but.
Also go Bucks as well. Fire the cannon.
Wait, no. Listen, stop it.
Nah, I'm a Bucks fan too. I like the Buccaneers. Like, don't get me wrong.
Don't be like Barry, okay, you guys?
I still love my
Patriots for life
and always
and
will.
we trust, okay? Oh, and shout outs to all the pro fans out there, man. If you stuck around and listened to the whole podcast, you know, we like to get in depth with everything. So if you hang on with us and listen to the podcast, then we definitely appreciate you. Share it with your friends. Like we said, we're on YouTube. You know, we got merch. We're on Instagram, profans_sports. We're there. We're on Facebook, profans, Twitter, profans sports actually. Facebook, profans sports. You know, if you want to catch up with us, and you know, share your thoughts, you can email us, man. You know, profansports1@gmail.com. We usually get back to you within minutes, man. I think that's what the Facebook group says, that we get back to people within minutes. So I'm proud of that, because we're listening to the fans, you know what I'm saying? The pro fans. All right. So, you know, with that said, man, hey, thank you guys for being here. Pro Fan Sports Podcast, where the fans of the pros go. We'll catch you guys next week, right?
Yes,
Sounds
sir.
good.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace.